Hi there! Welcome to the channel. My name is George. I'm a marketer and photographer living in Boston, Massachusetts. This channel is all about adventures, capturing the moment, and learning something new every day. If that sounds like a good vibe to you, please subscribe. So, on this channel, you will learn interesting photography tips and tricks, find out about new destinations, and maybe even get some marketing case studies. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. Our first destination is Middlesex Fells in Massachusetts. I went there a couple weeks back and it was a very windy day. It was pretty fun. I had a challenge, shoot everything in black and white. The reason I wanted to do a black and white photography is because in black and white you're focused on making your subject stand out and you are not distracted by color or anything of that nature. Just the subject. That's what's important in black and white photo. And you figure out that subject by finding the contrast between the background, foreground. It's gray and black. So it's much easier to find a subject this way. So my camera was set up to be black and white preview of everything. I shoot on the Sony a7 III. That day I had 28mm with me and a 50mm from Canon, actually, Canon FD, which was 60-year-old lens, which is very fun to shoot on. And the day after that I went to Adirondack Mountains in upstate New York. It was a very snowy day and I arrived at night. It was quite a challenge to get there. There is so much snow, wind, and driving in a car is very hard to see because the snow is just getting right in front of you. And the car's lights, they can only show you like 20 feet in front of you. It was quite sketchy to get there. But I did it and I got some nice images to show you. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So this was my last image from Middlesex Fells, and after that I went to Lake Placid in upstate New York. Quite an interesting place, lots of snow. 2 weeks ago it was quite a blast to be there. So I captured a few images. I will show you my favorites. This panorama came out quite good. I really like it. So let's increase it. This was a huge lake with a nice mountain top there and a little body of water, and everything else is covered in ice and snow, and the wind that was happening was making these snow things. I don't know how to call them. On this image, what I like, it gives you a sense of perspective and where you are. You have a little house right here, some docks, big mountain, big lake, kinda. You have all the elements. You have the foreground, middle ground, and the background, and each of them creates a little story, like you are on the lake. Here's my before and after. As you can see, not a dramatic shift, it's mostly just the clouds. I think it came out quite nice. Here's a better view of that mountain. It's called Whiteface Mountain. They have a nice observatory on top. I think that's what it is. I'm planning to go back there in May. The reason is you can go up that mountain, and because it's one of the highest peaks, you can see the sky very well. And what happens in May? Well, there's this thing called Milky Way. And in May it shows its core, which is very vibrant, and this is most Milky Way pictures that you saw. They were taken off that core. Gotta look very nice. This image I took with another Canon FD lens, which lesson that I learned by using that lens is old lenses are not as sharp, and they have many different artifacts, and they can make the images look a little bit muddy. So that's what exactly happened here, but I really like the image, so I keep it as my favorite. This tree was embracing lots of wind, obviously, because you see on the right there is less branches, all the branches are on the left, and because it was so cold and snowy, and probably it rained a couple days before, it got frozen this way. So that's how it looks. And I also like this little crevice in the mountains, pretty cool. If you take it to color, a decent shot. There is a good color contrast in here. We got green and blue, a little bit of golden yellow down there below, not too much. So I kind of like the black and white, feels nostalgic. Another photo that I really liked, I was just driving around and I stopped by a gift shop, and there was a lady who lived in the area, and I was like, where can I take some interesting shots? And she sent me up this mountain in the city of Keene. It was a nice road, and there's this traffic sign, mountains, road down. I also have it in black and white. It removes all the dirt from the road, which is nice, because you are more focused to see just the mountains, and the sign is pointing your view to the middle of the image. Kind of cool, isn't it? Which one do you like more? Color or black and white? On the way back, I was taking a scenic route back, which should always take the scenic route. And it was Lake George. It was so nice in there. Sun rays coming down, some lights, green. I took this one with my manual Canon FD lens. Came out quite nice. I took 3 exposures, so it's more HDR, high dynamic range of the image. And before and after. It looks nice. I don't think I would print this image or anything, but a good memory. So that is it. This is our intro. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.